Imagine entering a theater to watch Charles Bronson put on another tough guy performance and discovering that the real man behind those steely eyes had gone through heartbreaking tragedies. From his difficult upbringing to his quiet last breath, Bronson's story is as eerie as any part he played. His final chapter portrays a calm pain that few people ever experienced, so stay with me to the very end. In 1921, immigrant parents who toiled in coal mines in rural Pennsylvania welcomed Charles Baczynski into the world. He worked in the mines as a youngster with his family, carrying large loads through pitch-black tunnels and encountering perils that would leave him physically and psychologically scarred. He developed health problems and a desire to flee because of the continuous dust, the possibility of collapsing, and the long hours of labor. He had dreams of a life apart from the dismal prospects and coal dust of the mining camps, even as a young boy. In an attempt to serve his nation and pursue a different career path, young Charles joined the Army Air Forces when World War II broke out. But disaster found him even when he was in uniform. He lost the ability to hear in one ear due to a severe ear injury sustained during a training activity. He completed his service in spite of the agony, resolved to create a life free from strife and adversity. He would be known for his tenacity in the years to come. Following the war, Charles relocated to California, where he changed his name to Bronson and pursued a career in acting. In order to make ends meet, he originally struggled to get tiny parts and worked as a nightclub bouncer. However, those early setbacks sharpened his signature hardness, the steely look and austere demeanor that casting directors instantly recognized. He made a lasting impression as a mysterious gunslinger in the 1968 film Once Upon a Time in the West, which included little language but a lot of effect. As celebrity increased, another personal catastrophe occurred. He was left to raise their two young sons by himself after his wife Harriet unexpectedly passed away from a stroke in 1968. According to his friends, Bronson avoided talking about his loss in public and instead used his grief to focus on his career in filming, which helped him escape the loneliness at home. His performances and personal suffering were fueled by the weight of those unsaid sacrifices. Bronson became the face of tough action heroes in the 1970s and 1980 seconds. His ability to portray suffering and resolution with a single glance was demonstrated in DeathWish, Hard Times, and numerous more movies. Behind the scenes, however, he struggled with physical illnesses and loneliness. His body suffered from decades of stunt work and battle sequences, including long-term repercussions of his wartime wounded, a broken knee, and severe back trouble. He endured every setback by himself, his smile covering the suffering beneath it. His public appearances became less frequent in the 1990s. He preferred peaceful evenings at home over Hollywood premieres, according to friends, who noticed that he spoke less. His portrayal in 1990's Family of Cops 3, his last public appearance, echoed the strength of a man who had endured too much loss. His health rapidly deteriorated shortly after, heart problems, breathing difficulties, and a weak body that betrayed the iron constitution he had once displayed on TV. Charles Bronson died peacefully in his sleep on August 30, 2003, following pneumonia-related complications. He was 81. His last moments were quiet, devoid of the dramatic farewell he had frequently desired in private, in contrast to the explosive climaxes of his films. While fans lamented their hero's passing, few were aware of the severity of his personal traumas or the struggles he engaged in off-camera. When we reflect on Bronson's life, we see more than just tough guy parts and vengeance thrillers. We witness a soldier who lost his hearing, a widower who reared his children by himself, a boy who survived coal mines, and an actor who transformed suffering into performances that will never be forgotten. Every movie we see and every character that remains as unbreakable as he did carries on his heritage. Please click the like button and leave a comment indicating which element of Charles Bronson's story most affected you. Remember to hit the bell and subscribe so you don't miss another in-depth look at the lives of the greatest movie stars. Additionally, keep in mind that beneath every harsh exterior lies a heart that has experienced genuine grief.